And what are your thoughts?
I agree. The more I look at these standings, I can see 2 wild card teams coming out of the AFC North.
Ooh, who you got, Mama?
I will say I'm going to go with Pittsburgh, Cleveland, and Baltimore.
Oh, that is hot. So Cincinnati, division winners last year, do not do it. They don't even make a return trip. They're the only team in the AFC North that doesn't make the playoffs.
Their division is too good. They're going to get beat by their division.
It is true.
So, I mean, if they were in another division, they would probably, if they were in the AFC South or the West, they could probably have a better shot, but they're not. I don't see them overcoming who they have to face because they're not a clutch team. They have never been a clutch team, the Bengals. And neither have the Browns either, honestly, but I just don't see the Bengals overcoming their stigma and saying they're better than the rest of the teams in that division. Nope, not a chance.
All right, so I got the Browns and Ravens as your 5 and 6 seed. How do they rank 1 through 4? Who gets the number 1 in the AFC?
I'd probably go with the Patriots just because how they're playing. And then the Colts, and then the AFC North team because, like I said, they play each other. And then the Broncos. I see them faltering a little bit and questioning who they are.
Yeah, pretty much on the same wavelength there. I got New England with the 1. I think Denver, the defense is very legit, and they're going to be very dangerous in the playoffs. I think they get the bye with the 2 seed. 3 with the Colts. 4, Pittsburgh, like you said. AFC North is going to beat up on each other. Cleveland is my 6th seed with getting in the wild card. Brian Hoyer bringing it. And number 5, the second wild card spot, goes to the Miami Dolphins, baby.
Oh, my gosh. Okay.
Tannehill, Lamar Miller, Mike Wallace bitching the whole way. Joe Philbin saving his job, even though I'm pretty sure Stephen Ross wants to fire him. Bring it on.
I see how it could be a possibility. How's that? I'm not saying I believe in it, but it is a possibility.
And then they'll lose in Pittsburgh in the wild card.
Can I just talk about
Roethlisbeastburger will throw for 7 touchdowns.
Oh, he will?
Yeah, probably.
Just to beat his own little record that he had?
Yeah.
Good for him.
All right, proceed. What are you saying?
Stay out of the bathroom, ladies. That's all I'm saying.
Come on.
Oh, I'm sorry. It wasn't dating advice segment, was it? My bad. My mistake.
The low-hanging fruit machine. All right, so that was our division picks. And, yeah, not a whole lot. Kind of according to Hoyle, not a ton of surprise in there. I guess Miami as a wild card was a surprise. Ooh, Seattle, San Francisco both missing the playoffs in both of our scenarios was a bit of a surprise, too, I guess. Mm-hmm. That's about it.
Well, two wild card teams from AFC North probably is a surprise.
Also, you just wait for the Minnesota Vikings. They get to play Jay Cutler twice. Come on.
Lucky them.
Lucky them. And the Jets, so that's already 3 wins. So we're already 7-9.
Oh, so you already beat the Bears?
Twice.
It's not a divisional contest where the crazier things happen.
Including Week 17 at the bank. Jared Allen's homecoming. The snow is coming down. The people are drunk. The Vikings make the playoffs. Probably not, but it'll be nice to see. Just 17 weeks of football that matters. That's all we ask for.
That's all.
That's all. That's it. And all we ask for right now is just a little break. And then we'll come back and talk about other sports for some reason. I don't know. We'll see. Claire-vs-Carlson SHOW. BRB. And we're coming back, and I haven't told Claire this yet, but since we were talking about Joaquin Phoenix and his lip, I have a mustache for Movember, and it is glorious.
I'm sure. It's super Fu Manchu.
Well, now, is it cheating if you just kind of had like the full facial hair, like the quasi goatee I can grow, and then you just shave all the underling parts to have like an Insta mustache, or is that fine?
I think that's okay. It doesn't break any rules.
Damn right it's okay.
There you go.
And speaking of breaking, Ole Miss loses to Auburn in terrible, terrible fashion, and that was probably a terrible pun. Laquan Treadwell, broken leg, fumbles at the goal line as Ole Miss was trying to get the go-ahead score, and he's out 4 to 6 weeks. Ole Miss, after a very promising start, now has 2 losses in a row, both in conference, and yeah, it's just bad.
And they fell down to number 12.
Down goes Frazier. Now that the Egg Bowl is starting to lose a little bit of luster.
I know. They should have just had it when they had the chance.
Yeah.
They should have said, we're moving the Egg Bowl, everybody. Just now we're ranked really high. We're going to take advantage of this. Both teams at the height of their powers probably, and we're just doing it this way so everyone can be entertained.
I think it is cool when college rivals have their big game like the Saturday of Thanksgiving weekend because, Ohio State, Michigan plays that weekend when Michigan's actually good. The Egg Bowl happens. The Iron Bowl happens. Did Texas A&M used to play Texas that weekend?
On Thanksgiving Day.
On Thanksgiving Day. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it was major.
That is hot.
Major. For many, many years, like 80 years or something crazy.
Major Applewhite.
Oh.
Shade. Sorry. Also throwing some shade is Florida State. Come on. They win and cover Thursday night at Louisville. They won 42-31 after being down 21-0, and Louisville just couldn't close them out. They needed Teddy back.
They really did. They're pissed that you took Teddy because they could have used him for this game.
Yeah, but what they did use for this game, Michael Dyer surfacing. A former member of the Auburn National Championship team in 2011, had some legal issues and went through a bunch of different schools. 134 yards, 3 touchdowns, and by the way, is about 42 years old. I don't know if you know that.
I did not realize he was that old. I didn't
Unconfirmed
realize he was 40.
fact. Yes.
Oh, wow. Well, good for him for being able to show up for the old people, the senior citizens.
And Jameis was amazing in the second half after looking very meh in the first. FSU should go undefeated, which is unfortunate. I mean, Notre Dame gave them a hell of a game 2 weeks ago. Louisville, same last Thursday. I think Miami might be the only game that Florida State really has to worry about in 2 weeks at Coral Gables. Maybe Florida on Thanksgiving Saturday.
Maybe. Maybe.
Which is unfortunate.
Did you know that Louisville Stadium is Papa John's Cardinal Stadium?
I did not, but that's awesome.
It is totally awesome. Frito pizza, baby.
Yeah, about that. That looks like pure diarrhea.
It looks disgusting. There's chili on it, too, you know.
No, that not just the looks of it, but what's going to be the look of it.
We don't have to talk about it because we're on the same wavelength.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because you hate bodily function.
Yeah. Yeah. Not a big fan.
Yeah.
I know.
All right, so FSU should go undefeated. They will make the 14 playoff, but it doesn't seem like they're as dominant and they can't close like they did last year.
Yeah. I don't know exactly what's happening there. I'll just be real honest with you. I'm not sure. I haven't watched enough college ball, but it's just feeling like they are not who they were.
Like
even though...
The only team that they've blown out on their schedule is Wake Forest, 43-3. But other than that, 37-31 season opener versus Oklahoma State at Jerry World. I guess they beat Citadel, but who doesn't beat Citadel? Clemson, it took overtime for them to win 23-17, but Clemson, as we've seen, is obviously a paper tiger. NC State, 56-41, and then that Notre Dame and Louisville game.
They're just, gosh, why won't they just lose already?
Yeah, I know. And plus they got bad dudes like Jameis usually is, and then Carlos Williams, all of those allegations, and yeah.
I don't have time for all these people. They suck. I hate them. Just lose. Get out of my face. I don't want to deal with you in the playoffs.
Bye, Felicia. Bye, Jimbo.
Bye.
Bye. Speaking of bye, I'm sorry, Claire. Texas A&M, how the Trill have fallen. Somehow they survived versus something called the University of Louisiana Monroe War Chickens, 21-16 at Kyle Field. Kyle Allen got his first career start. Looked as Kenny Hill, Trill, Thrill, whatever you want to call it, is serving a 2-game suspension for violating team rules. Apparently not being terrible is one of Kevin Sumlin's team rules.
This team sucks.
Yeah.
Can we just say they suck?
Yeah, and you can talk about that defense, but the offense is going now too, baby.
Everything is going.
Yep.
I mean, let's just be honest. The last 2 years, this team was anything because of one Johnny Manziel. Otherwise, pile of suck. Just a big, huge pile of crap.
Mike Evans is coughing and nudging you.
Mike Evans, neither he nor Manziel would be what they were without the other.
Maybe Tampa should trade for Manziel. Reunited, maybe. And it feels so good.
Maybe. That would maybe solve a lot of problems. And then if the Texans decide to crash and burn this season and have to draft high, they can rest assured that Tampa wouldn't be in the competition for a QB. Boom.
Yeah, because, I mean, beyond Mariota in this quarterback class,
it's
kind of thin.
Not feeling it.
Yeah, and then you got the Jets going to be looking for a quarterback in all likelihood. St. Louis probably, and that's very slim pickings after that.
Yeah. Pretty much it's just a bunch of suck waiting to happen.
Yeah, also a bunch of suck waiting to happen. This Saturday, Auburn coming in. They're favored by 21.5. Oh, sorry, it's at Auburn. Auburn favored by 21.5 at home versus Texas A&M. Is that not enough?
No.
I'm sorry.
Need more.
Speaking of more, Will Muschamp definitely wants some more as Florida beats number 11 Georgia in the world's largest cocktail party. Florida, I'm pretty sure, ran the ball 109% of the time and get the win 38-20. Pretty impressive, and the game wasn't even as close as the score says.
No, it wasn't, and they played well. And no one says that about Florida this year, and they haven't done it this year, but turns out they can beat Georgia, so that's good.
It's a great thing about rivalry games is that you can be so terrible, but the records don't even matter when they get together. Much yahoos from where the hell is Florida? What city is it?
Jacksonville, right?
No.
Is it near Jacksonville?
I don't know, but they all meet in Jacksonville. They come from Athens. They come from whatever city it is in Florida that Florida comes. I can't believe I'm blanking on this, but throw the records out. Amazing win. And looking it up, Trayon Harris, their freshman quarterback, only threw it 6 times. He did complete 3. Gainesville. God. I can't believe that. Tebow is crying somewhere now.
He does that a lot.
Tebow. All right, so they only threw it 6 times, but they ran the ball 60 times. It's kind of like the inverse Georgia Southern method, like when Georgia Southern came into the swamp and upset Florida last year with a certain guy. What's his name? Jarek McKinnon? I think that's his name. Ooh, hot take. Hot. Very hot. But Florida gets the win. It's awesome. Will Muschamp save his job? I don't know.
No, because he needs to be the new defensive coordinator for the Texas Aggies.
I don't know. Georgia's 4-3, still 3-3 in the SEC. Have a big game at the end of the season.